Hey guys, welcome back to GloryHunter! It's time to crack on and hopefully get our Champions League campaign back on bloody track, mate. Now, one thing I want to ask you right at the very beginning is please maintain that dropping the video a like record that you've got going on so far, because quite frankly, as I can show you here, visibly, this is how much of a difference it makes. I'm going to show you the analytics page on my phone of what YouTube is telling me when you guys actually drop loads of likes on the videos. And as you can see here, it says, if that will focus, it says nice. And then it also says at the end, helping to increase its reach. More regular viewers are engaging with this video, helping to increase its reach. That's what you guys are doing when you smash the thumbs up on the video. It really, it's not just a YouTuber saying, do it. When we say it really helps the channel, it really helps the channel. You guys have been doing brilliantly so far. If we get over 1,000 likes again today, then I might get that message back, because the last episode, I didn't get that. It was like, it's doing okay. So do me a favor. I'd very much appreciate it. It doesn't cost you anything. Just click that like button and we'll be cracking on. So, in the last episode, you guys actually asked to see in a bit more detail the youth player that I called up. So, I will show you him here. Simon Ortiz was his name. He's currently a cam, as we changed him from a centre forward / striker. And you can see his individual stats here in a little bit more detail. Obviously, I only briefly showed him in the last episode, but I wanted to make sure I threw it in there. 65 rated currently, potential of 79 to 84. But actually, the youngster that shows even more promise is Cristobal Otero, who is 84 to 94 potential, and we are continuing to train him in a number of key areas as well. So we've got high hopes for a number of youth players, not necessarily while we're at Juventus, but potentially later down the line. I also found this guy, Alex Colombo. He's 48 rated currently, but he's got potential of 80 to 94. Defaults as a CDM, and I think his overall is so low because he's got 29 slide tackle and 38 stand tackle, meaning if I change him to a centre mid, which is what I'm doing currently, his overall should rocket. And then maybe might even get more as a cam than he does as a centre mid. We shall wait and see as time progresses, but there is some promise for those youngsters that are on their way through, whether it be right now at Juventus or, say, 4 or 5 seasons down the line. I'll make sure when I leave any club, I call all of the youth players up, and maybe we'll keep a spreadsheet, a list of all of the players that we have called up, players to hark back to later in the save to see how they've grown. Hopefully, our Champions League points tally will grow today. We've Antwerp, who beat us last time after being 1-0 down. They scored 2 goals in the last 10 minutes and completely turned it around. Not fun. And then we've also PSG and Inter Milan later today as well. So it's not going to get any easier. But if I can beat Antwerp, basically, if I can win all 3 of my remaining group stage games, I don't see any reason why we can't finish at least 3rd in the group. So that's going to be my aim. But we have to start by beating Antwerp. I do have Weston McKennie now training as a right back. So we'll wait and see if he actually can get more first team football ahead of Cuadrado, who's actually continued to drop now at the age of 34, unsurprisingly. And I've honestly not been that impressed with Cuadrado, to be honest. I thought he was going to be a bit better than he was. I've also switched Kostic and Chiesa at your request as well. So we'll see if that makes a difference. And actually, I'm going to throw Weston McKennie in ahead of Adrien Rabiot here. And maybe we can get a bit more out of him in this game as well. Let's see how we do today. Like I say, please do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the content. It genuinely really helps the channel, and I can't thank you enough for that. Of course, make sure you follow me on Twitch, link in the description down below, and you'll be able to stay up to date with all of the behind the scenes as well. But for now, let's get this cracking. I'm live all this afternoon, as you see. This recording GloryHunter, recording my player and Football Manager as well. Right, I'm going to go make sure that their lineup is all right. And then I'll see you at the Juventus Stadium. They line up exactly how they did before. Jean Butez, Delet, Engels, Alderweireld, Maluso, Wallace and Calvin Stengs, Nangelen, Ekkelenkamp, Frey and Balikwisha. I am stronger than the last time we played Antwerp. I had rotated slightly and almost to the desired effect until they, of course, scored 2 in the last 10 minutes. We hit the woodwork in that game as well and could quite comfortably have scored 3 or 4 goals against Antwerp. I wasn't as clinical as I needed to be, and unfortunately, it cost us in the end. Hopefully, come the end of the Champions League group stage, it won't cost us our place in the competition, or at least in some sort of European competition. But I'm going to have to step up here. Need to win this, and then beat PSG, and then beat Benfica as well. Pogba into Weston McKennie. Option out wide there is Filip Kostic. Hoping that he can have just as big an impact on the right as he did on the left for the team. McKennie in there to Chiesa, looking for Pogba. And there is a 1-0 lead at home in just the 12th minute. I really need to step up against Antwerp, but hopefully that's exactly what we'll do now. It's a great start. He is improving as time goes on. Kostic in behind. I'll tuck this back, and Vlahovic can't quite get there. Can Locatelli rise to that? He can't. Frey only has really the one option. And he'll find Calvin Stenz, but Spinazzola takes it off him. Trying to find ourselves a second goal. Case has already gotten one assist, of course. And Vlahovic is in here. We could have a second. The angle is harsh, but not harsh enough. Dusan! Juventus 2, Royal Antwerp 0. This is what we should have been doing all along. Is Dalat, scorer of their winner last time around. Ekkelenkamp has options. Nangolan! He's decent, isn't he? Oh, Raja. And they've got a free kick for something. Right, now Nangolan could cause me problems again. I don't really know why he got the chance to take that free kick. Pretty sure there was no foul in there unless I caught someone late. I must have done, I guess. Spinazzola to Bremer, and maybe a counter-attack from their own. Couple of chances. Chiesa, there's Pogba rushing around the outside. Chiesa already with an assist now, having been switched to the left. So maybe it wasn't him all along. Maybe it was just I was better with my players on the left than the right. Perhaps so, although that was on Kostic's weaker foot. Let's see what we can do from the corner. Cuadrado will deliver. It's not bad, you know. Bremer went nowhere near it. That was really odd. Pau Torres from the edge of the box. Right at the goalkeeper. We're going to be 2-0 up at half-time, though, and quite simply cruising here against Antwerp. This is what the Champions League should have been like. Win that. Well up. McKennie into Pogba. Chiesa's on the run. Oh, it's a beautiful ball. And Federico Chiesa. I can't decide whether it was just because I wasn't getting much out of anyone on my right-hand side or whether Chiesa is genuinely average. But he has absolutely got to bury that. What is his finishing stat, Fede Chiesa? 80. I mean, a one-on-one like that, you expect a player of his quality to tuck that away. He is a very, in real life, capable goal scorer. That's a lucky deflection. And Frey back to Nangolan, and thankfully Wojciech Szczesny is on hand to make a very smart save, otherwise Antwerp would have had one back. It was a second-half comeback in the first game against them. We are not looking for a repeat of that, thank you. I think Dusan might just have been offside as I played that, or it was very, very tight at least. Chiesa, can he try again? He can try, but he's not going to succeed. Vlahovic will get to that. Just knock that back to Paul Pogba. Now, he loves a whirly from distance, but he's not done it on this occasion. Drill it to Chiesa, who will look for Weston McKennie. Oh, are you kidding me? Win the header and knock it across. No, Kostic. Oh, he threw himself at it. Rather than just making sure he got there, he lunged and got nowhere near it. If you just keep running, mate, you'll get there. Ah, 2-0 still. The result isn't under any sort of threat whatsoever, but we really could have been absolutely gone. And the goal difference, or lack thereof, might still have an impact on our Champions League campaign. 4-0 here rather than 2 might be the difference between us going through and not. Ekkelenkamp looking for the big ping. Finding the big ping. Stenz inside quickly. Frey has options. One of which is to go solo. She does, but Szczesny saves. It was about now that all the keepers come up and all sorts for them. It's only the 87th minute. It's not like we're in stoppage time. What's the keeper doing? Let's get that away, shall we? And Chiesa beats his man. Well keeps. Who's going to... Oh, come on. That's not where I tapped the stick there. I feel hard done by. I can't shoot from inside my own half, can I? Not unless I try the long pass button, which is probably going to be not as accurate as a shot. Keeper's back in his area now. Oh, that's annoying. We'll play Vlahovic in behind him. Maybe we can still get a third goal. Knock it on in front of you. Oh, it's a heavy touch. Oh, I tried to cheekily just lift it over him. Didn't quite work. But we'll get the 2-0 win. We could have had 4 or 5 in that one. To be fair, as we could have done in the first game against them. But we kept the clean sheet this time, which is the most important thing, as the goals still went in to some extent and we didn't concede. No idea yet what's going to happen in the other game between PSG and Benfica, but certainly our position in the group stage will have improved with that result. So, up next is going to be a quick sim against Spezia, which is something that we would like to win. We expect to win. We've had an indifferent time of things in Sims games, but hopefully, with morale being slightly higher now, we'll start to get some more positive results in Sim games. Chiesa with the goal, and we do get a 1-0 win. We've dominated games like that statistically before and not gotten the results. I am hearing what you're saying in the comment section as well, by the way, about maybe doing some of the playable highlights for those games that we're simming, or maybe doing an interactive sim and then jumping in. At present, in the first season, I just want to see how we progress with sims, and if it's looking like it's genuinely holding us back long term, then I will look to perhaps do some playable highlights, etc. But initially, I think in those early stages, it was because our morale wasn't as high. We weren't in happy, we were in content. And I think that was having a negative impact on the way that we were performing in those simulated games. Up next for us after an international break then, a game at home against Inter Milan. There are calls in the live chat over on Twitch here to bench Federico Chiesa, and I am tempted to give Di Maria a start. The only thing is, at the minute, I don't have a go-to backup winger that is of that sort of quality, of Chiesa's sort of quality. But that's what we're looking to do here at Juve, isn't it? Is to improve the depth in the squad. We are, of course, going to make sure that we fulfill the buy option on Locatelli in the January transfer window. So we need to make sure we've got £45 million spare to do that. And then we can see what we've got left moving forward. So Inter Milan's lineup: Onana, 3 at the back, Matip, De Vrij and Bastoni. Brozovic, Barella, Gianluigi, Dumfries and Gersons in a midfield 5, with Lukaku and Edin Dzeko up top. Of course, they sold Lautaro Martinez in the summer, so no longer here. Not that it stopped them. Inter is still top of the bloody table, so this is going to be tough, mate. Really difficult game. Arguably the most difficult we've faced domestically so far, at least on paper. Obviously, we've played PSG, which is certainly a more difficult game than Inter Milan. But on paper, they have the best team in the league. And they're top of the league as it stands right now as well. So I really, really, really would love a win. But I wouldn't complain if I only got a point. Kostic. Oh, he's done 1. He's done 2. I love Filip Kostic. He's so damned good. Lift it into the middle. I didn't quite put enough on it. Oh, that's poor, though. Rabiot. Oh, would have been a lovely dink. Kostic back inside. Locatelli. Pogba. It's Chiesa. Fede Chiesa draws a save out of Onana. It's a good save. It's a decent stop. Come on, then. Kostic with the delivery. It's a really good one. Pogba's up. It's going to fall here to Adrien Rabiot. And Pogba again. Beats his man. Shot blocked. Vlahovic, I need support. I'm going to have to go all the way back here just to make sure I don't give away the ball. Cuadrado into Locatelli. Kostic tries to get it through the gap and it's not there. Juventus might only have 3 defenders on the field, but they are defending very well. Dzeko, Dumfries, Lukaku into Gianluigi around the corner to Dumfries. Danger, danger, danger. Holy moly, Edin Dzeko hits the bar. Yep. For all of our pressure at the other end, Inter were a matter of millimetres from taking the lead at the other. And Gersons. Gianluigi looking for Lukaku. Finding him. That's a lovely ball into Edin Dzeko. And a cheeky back heel too. Gianluigi through the gap. This is brilliant from Inter. They get lucky with a rebound. We block a second shot as well. Just as good as they've been defensively, we're needing to do the same. I was just waiting for Chiesa's run to get the right arc on it before I played the pass, and it didn't quite. Ah, no, I'm going to concede. Didn't quite time it right. They've timed theirs right, though. Lukaku in the number 90. Makes it 1-0 to the away side, to the league leaders. Yeah, I can't quite get there. Up we go. Bonucci wins that well. Rabiot could challenge for this and does so nicely, and we'll get rid of it. Run, please, Fede. Chiesa on the move. Pogba is there. Vlahovic making the run. Lovely ball. Perfectly timed as well. Dusan! 1-1. Forza Juve! Dusan Vlahovic makes it 1-1 just before half-time. I said I wouldn't be disappointed if I got a point. But with the attacking flow of this game, mainly being at this end, I feel like we can win this. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Nicolo Barella's in behind and onside, and immediately restores Inter's advantage. The very beginning of the second half, it's just all on his own out there. Cuadrado's quick, but not quick enough to get all the way back. And then I think Szczesny fell over him as well. It's a good finish. Curling it past. Oh, Szczesny close to it. Couldn't keep it out. We had to work really hard for an equaliser, and I'm going to have to do it all over again. Otherwise, I'll end up just playing 4-3-3 or 4-3-3 attack or 4-2-3-1 throughout the course of the whole save, won't I? Just from team to team. And I don't want it to become a little bit stale that way. Here's Vlahovic. Oh, God, that was awful. Come on, Dusan. Bloody hell. You're better than that, mate. I know passing isn't your forte, but still. You're supposed to be a world-class footballer. You can surely play a pass like that. Chiesa's in. And Vlahovic is there. Turned well. Oh, I was meant for Kostic. It's found him anyway. And he's poked his shot. Onana makes the save. Wasn't entirely confident with it. But he managed to pounce on it as it squirmed away from him, or started to squirm away from him. Dzeko with a switch. Can Cuadrado get there and cut that out? He can't. Robin Gersons does well. Bonucci, that's an important header. Right, it has to be now. It has to be now. Di Maria, Chiesa. He's up against Dumfries for pace. Probably quite even. He's pretty fast, the Dutchman. Chiesa with the turn. Back there is Di Maria. Come on. Rabiot. Kostic. I want to try and get it back on his left to find a pass. Rabiot. Locatelli. Chiesa. Moise Kean. It's not to be. We're going to lose against Inter. We gave everything in that game. But Onana made a number of good stops. And unfortunately, they just defended too well. They were too solid at the back. And despite a decent amount of chances, only 4, but the quality of those chances was certainly pretty high. They had 10 opportunities themselves. So maybe they deserved the win. We fought really hard in that game. It just wasn't to be, unfortunately. Up next, haha, PSG! Yay! Sorry, Denmark, that is not the international job for me. The Belgium job is still there. Oh, God! I don't know if I want it, though. I'm pretty sure I don't want the Belgium job. Bollocks to it. Let's try the World Cup with Belgium. Let's give it a go. I won't play any of the friendlies. But hopefully we can pull something out the bag with Belgium. You never know. It's a risk, because certainly we'd stand a better chance with a different nation. But I'm going to give it a go. We'll try and do something with Belgium. We'll also try and do something against PSG. PSG look the same as they did last time. However, the only difference is that they're playing Keylor Navas in goal this time, not Donnarumma. It's probably not going to be any easier to get the ball past Keylor Navas than it was Donnarumma, but it's perhaps something that gives us a little bit more of a chance. We did score twice, to be fair, last time we played them, didn't we? It was 4-2 at the Parc des Princes. I'd love a 4-2 to the home side on this occasion as well, although it's going to be tough. I'd probably take a point in this one and then hope that I can beat Benfica and pray and finish second in the group. It's unlikely. I'm probably going to need to win all 3 of the remaining games. But we've beaten Antwerp, and now we will look to beat PSG as well. And after that, fingers crossed, we can get ourselves at least into the Europa League knockout stages, if not the latter stages of the Champions League. Hakimi's one of the fastest players in world football, isn't he? And what a challenge from Sergio Ramos, by the way. Chiesa tried to rush that pass. It didn't quite work. Locatelli. Kostic. Can I find that to Rabiot? I can. Kostic is there again. Similar issue here that we had against Inter, though. Just too many bodies back there. Solid tackle by Pogba, but we don't get possession back. Oh, Nuno Mendes. That was a heavy touch. Fabian. Mbappe. He's wound up for it. He's super accurate. It needed the save from Szczesny. Neymar to tuck this back into Leo. Oh, he's done me with a turn. Messi's just too good. Here's Neymar. And Milan Skriniar not fancying him from distance. Nor Sergio Ramos, although not that's going to stop him. Wound up for a power shot, Sergio Ramos. Milan Skriniar, he's done me there with a change of pace. That was nice. Weston McKennie intercepts, though, and Kostic could. Gets away on a counter. Vlahovic, make me run, Dusan. I'll try and slot you into the space. No! Oh, come on! It was so obvious what I was trying to do there. I was just trying to angle the pass away from the defender and into the gap. And I've obviously got my angle slightly wrong, and he thought I was trying to play it all the way across the pitch. Oh, that was the chance to get Dusan in one-on-one. Completely nullify their 5-man at the back formation, but that's not worked. Dusan trying to dink it through. Will take the advantage from the handball and play on. Come on. Weston McKennie. Can we get Rabiot in behind? We can. Need to turn away from Marquinhos, which we've done. It's Chiesa. It's a good save. Will it? It will. Come on then. Federico Chiesa makes it. Juventus 1, PSG 0. And that wasn't the most aesthetically pleasing of goals. But in a sporting context, get the fuck in. Oh, Keylor Navas comes out and smothers that. And it's just... Oh, I don't even know how that's ended up going in. But it's gone in. And that's all that we care about. Leo Messi. Here's Hakimi. Yikes. Oh my god. No! They're still going to score. Oh, the rebound gods are in PSG's favour today. He says after just scoring a really dodgy rebound goal myself. Oh, man, that's frustrating. Mbappe cuts us apart. Should bury it himself. He's just on his own. And the rebound straight to Messi. To be fair, it's all like that first time pass from Messi, isn't it? The vision to just be like, boop, and just pop it across to Neymar is really, really good. And I don't know as anyone other than Messi would actually have had the instincts and the quality to pull that pass off. Skriniar, Fabian Ruiz. Oh, I can't close him down quickly enough. Holy moly. Messi smacks it off the bar. Filip Kostic will duck inside and get that in there to Pogba. And then look for Chiesa. Up against Marquinhos for pace. He'll have him, actually. Marquinhos for pace. I need to then turn. Find a pass. Nah! Fuck it. Oh, Keylor! Oh, no! Oh, Keylor Navas is taking his sweet time. He is either the most composed goalkeeper I've ever seen in my life, or he's just batshit crazy Fabian Barthez levels. Hakimi's in behind. Cross could come in. A point keeps us in the hunt, I think, in the Champions League. A defeat is us out. And I think, oh, we're about to go behind. No, Wojciech Szczesny. Messi. Danilo steps in. Can't keep it in play, though. Messi with the throw. Oh, I thought Ramos had just completely missed it then. Turns out it wasn't meant for him. Soler, Skriniar. Soler. Can Bremer get to that? He can't. Oh, how are you supposed to deal with this level of passing? Messi! Power shot! Goal! Oh, PSG are too good. They're just too good. Winds up for it. And I just can't get in the way with either of those defenders. 117.8 miles an hour, apparently. It might have been kilometres an hour. I think miles an hour is a bit excessive, but a very, very strong shot. And we trail PSG again. Oh, Kostic very nearly pulled off an excellent turn. Weston McKennie's there. Vlahovic keeps dropping deep, and I've not got him set to do that with his tactics. I really need him to stay high. I might have to adjust his individual instructions to try and keep him up the pitch. I don't know what his work rates are. Oh, I need it if I'd have tackled that there. We could have really been in. Pau Torres will intercept that. But I need to get it up the other end and quickly. Paredes. Here's Weston McKennie. Oh, no. Game. We're going to lose. It was 4-2 last time. The scoreline is half what it was before, but still in PSG's favour this time. I think that's us out. I don't think we can even scrape third now. I believe every side above us is on 7 or more. I only had one shot, apparently. So against PSG, I'm clearly not good enough. I'm pretty sure we're out of the Champions League now. That's what happened to Juve in real life. They got bloody grouped. And, well, it's happened to us here as well, I believe. Yeah, everybody's on 8. If we'd have won that, we'd have been on 6. PSG on 6. And then Antwerp and Benfica both on 8. But just couldn't do it. Just couldn't do it. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. We are 7th in the league at the minute. Although we're only 2 points off 4th and 4 points off 3rd. Although still Inter pull away at the top, having won 10 of their opening 13 games. They are unstoppable at the moment. With Sampdoria next, though, it's absolutely a game that we should be winning. And this is, again, going to be a continued test of the morale against simmed performances theory that I have ongoing. And make sure my morale is as high as it possibly can be. And then we'll go and sim that game against Sampdoria and hopefully come away with a win. Make sure morale is as high as physically possible because it's currently in content. We'll keep fighting. We keep them into happy. If I could get it up the other end into very happy, then would be great. We're in excellent shape is what we'll say. Maybe one more super positive answer could get us into very happy. We've been off the pace. I have to take part of the blame. It's hard to be sure. Well, morale is certainly high enough now. Ted Lasso not able to beat Juventus's fortunes in real life in the Champions League, grouped as they have been IRL. But this will test my morale to result theory. And, well, I might be onto something there, you know. Pogba, Chiesa at the double. 3-0 win away from home against Sampdoria. I think morale is the deciding factor for me at the minute in those simmed games. That sees us up to 5th and level on points with Hellas Verona. However, it's clearly now evidently done on head-to-head in Italy. Definitively decided. I wasn't sure before because I'm on +8 goal difference and they're on 0. But what was our result against Hellas Verona? I swear we've had them earlier in the season. I'm sure I've simmed a Hellas Verona game already. Was it last month? It was, and we lost 2-1. They beat us in that sim. That's why they're above us. Yep. Okay, that's good to know. So, in the next one tomorrow, well, I don't need to play the Benfica one, do I? I can sim that, and we will figure out which of those 4 sides are lowest in the table, and we'll sim that one and play the other 3. And then, it's time for the January transfer window, where shit is going to get real, because we've got some work to do for sure in bulking up the squad and improving ourselves in depth, whilst also, hopefully, having enough money to do it all, which is, at the minute, unlikely. That's all for this one. Please, as I say, do drop the video a like if you're enjoying this save. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notifications turned on and leave me your feedback in the comments section. I'd really appreciate it, and it genuinely helps the channel and the content. So please, do us a favour. I will see you in the next one tomorrow.